prompt engineering is nothing but is the instruction which we give to the LLM, and the LLM gives the relevant response. That's what prompt engineering is. For example, you can see here, I asked what is AI to an LLM or ChatGPT. It responded to that given question. It is nothing but prompt engineering is nothing but the instructions which you give, the way we give the instructions. There are different process in prompt engineering. Like first we have to define the task, what we are going to do, like writing article, blog post, or something, anything. And then we have to identify the inputs, like what all should be mentioned in that, and write the detailed prompt of it, and see the results. If results are not satisfied, then refine the prompt. These are the process of prompt engineering. And in coming to the key components of the prompt engineering, we have to clearly specify what we want and provide a little bit of background of it so that LLM can understand it better. And we have to give some instructions, like I want to be like in this format, like explanation of it, summarize of it, or give a list of it in the points like that. And then if we need it, we can provide the examples too. And also we can set the limit. If we directly give the prompt directly, it will give some lengthy answers. So if we want to limit that, I want it in 100 words, 200 words, so that we can give that also. There are different techniques in zero prompt engineering. Like in the first one, it is zero shot prompt, where we directly give the and it gives the results. For example, I can show you. It's not responding. Here I given the query, like what is an AI, it gives the results. This is called as zero shot prompt. Coming to the few shot prompt, here we give some examples to the LLM, and it gives the result. Let me give that same example. Here I given the instruction called translate the sentence with providing example. Hello, and that means bonjour, and good morning means bonjour. Now translate, how are you? This is the instruction which I give. Like I have given some example, like hello means bonjour and good morning means bonjour. Now LLM will understand it. Oh, he's asking, translating some text. Has given the result. Coming to the next, there are other options too, like chain of thought prompt, where we have to explain it in detail. Like if we are writing an articles or something like that, then we have to explain it. I want to specifically instructions, definitions, and it should be started in this format and like that. I will show it in the code way. This is for zero shot prompt example, where I give the favorite condiment is, gives the results that condiment is mayonnaise, and it gives the result. This is how it gives the result. And for few shot prompt, here I give, this is a few examples which I give. This is awesome, negative. This is bad, negative, positive. And this is how I give the instruction, what a horrible show. For that, it will have to give the result. And that's how it is giving the result. Then coming to the chain of thought prompt, this is how I give the prompt. Like I give the question, then I give the detailed information of it, and expect the answer. And that's how it is giving the answer here. There are several other ways of prompt engineering, like role-based prompt engineering. You can see it. This is one of the example where role-based prompt engineering shows the role-based prompt engineering. And there is one more method called one-shot prompt, and several others. The challenge is in the prompt engineering is that bias and fairness, like avoid introduce or reinforcing bias, ensuring the model gives a consistent result around similar prompts, and preventing the prompt from being too tailored, which might limit the generation, and interpreting the response, understanding why the AI generated a particular output. Use case of prompt engineering. It will be generally, sorry, it will be generally used for writing an article, bringing and getting some educational contents and advertisements, and then for the customer support and for research and development. Let me go to the code for. I have written in different methods, like downloading the model, then using the LangChain, and one more method using Hugging Face pipeline. First, we have to install the requirements, install transformers model or get the model. Let me show you. And here I use the Mistral 7B. So we need transformers to use this model, and bits and bytes to convert the model into 4-bit model or 8-bit model, different smaller version of the model, so that it can fit in the given Colab, free version of the Colab. To use the 4-bit models, bigger models, we have to use the connect into GPU. You can select here, and accelerator to accelerate the given GPU. And from the first, we need to load the model using the transformers. So like we have to give some auto tokenizers. We need a tokenizers, get tokenizer of the model. We use the tokenizer of the model. And auto model for casual LLM is for text generation. Here I using the Mistral 7B version 0.1 model from Hugging Face. Here I am logging into the Hugging Face face using the API key. Here you have to give the API key like something whatever it is. Then here I define the prompt. Then I tokenize the prompt. I tokenize the prompt so that it will fit into it will be readable to the LLM. Here the model is the one which I mentioned here, and device map auto, that means whatever the hardware it has, use that. Either you can use the -1 or 0 here, depends. -1 means CPU, I think so, or 0 is something like GPU. If you specify auto, it will do it automatically. I call the tokenizer, and here I tokenize that given prompt, and here I define the GPU. Here I load the model and get the model. Here you can see it. And here also I mentioned the model which I mentioned, and device map is auto, that is for GPU. And here I have given the instruction called load in 4-bit is equal to true. That means it has to get the 4-bit model, means quantize the model and use it. Else the Mistral 7 billion model will be around 16 to 17 GB. Right now I'm using 4 to 5 GB. Then I give the tokenized prompt. I send it to the LLM and generate it, and give the max new token is equal to 200, so that results will be of around 400 tokens. I'll show that what is token is. This is one example where I can show the tokens. Here I given the instruction hello world. It is split into 2 tokens according to the, right now this is an example from OpenAI. It is split into 2 tokens and 11 characters. So these 2 tokens will be in the numerical format, and it will be sent into the LLM to generate it. After generating the results, then I decode that and create the response. Coming to the future prompt, I give the prompt as like this. That is few examples and expecting the third one result for the third one. Then I tokenize this given prompt and generate the result. Here is the result. Also, there you can see that there is one more method above here from transformers import pipeline. You can use that method too. I'll import the pipeline from transformers. I'll give the prompt, and I use the smaller model because the Mr. Sandy will not fit into my GPU. So after the getting it, I get the response for the using the given model. Here I used the 400 million tokens model. This is a 7 billion model. Also, we can use this create the prompt engineering using the code using LangChain method. First, we need to install the LangChain community, import OS, and then we have to import the Hugging Face endpoint. This is to get API key. Like in here, I can show you. Test this and add new secret key. Give the any name, like I have given Hugging Face API icon here, and you can paste your API key here. And to use that, copy this Google Colab import and put your secret key here, and you can save that in variable. There is one more method where you can do it using the environment. You have to create .env file in this folder, file and .env. Then we have to save it like your API key. It will go here. Then you access that and use that. This is how you have to save it in .env file. Should not put any double inverted comma. And using the Hugging Face endpoint, I call the model name, then give the temperature is equal to 0.3. That is variety of the result. The lesser it will be, the more variety. And here I give the API key for the given model and send the prompt and ask to generate the result. And in chain of thought prompt, it is nothing but we give the prompt in detailed way, like given the question and explain the question in step by step and expect the LLM to give the result. These are all the same steps. It will give the result. In open source model, it will give the results with given prompt input as well as the given output. If we give the max token, or the more we give the max token, it will repeat the answer again and again. That's all about the prompt engineering.